If you're helping a child with fractions, the words numerator and denominator can sound complicated. I'm Marie from This Child Can, and I'll show you a simple way to explain what the top and bottom numbers actually mean. Let's learn about the numerator and the denominator. Fractions have a top number and a bottom number, and those numbers have proper mathematical names. This is 3/4. The top number is called the numerator, and the bottom number is called the denominator. If a child is new to these words, I wouldn't try to make them memorize everything at once. I'd start with what each number really means. So let's look first at the denominator, which is the bottom number. It tells us what kind of equal parts the whole has been split into. So in this fraction, 3/4, the denominator is 4. That tells us that the whole has been split into 4 equal parts. So these equal parts are quarters, not halves, not thirds, quarters. And notice that I said equal parts, not just parts. That really matters, because if the pieces are not equal, we cannot properly call them quarters. So the denominator tells us the size of the equal parts and how many there are altogether. Now let's look at the numerator. The numerator is the top number. It tells us how many of those parts we have. So in 3/4, the numerator is 3. That means that we have 3 of the 4 equal parts. So 3/4 means the whole has been split into 4 equal parts, and we have 3 of them. A useful way to say this to your child is like this. The bottom number names the pieces. The top number counts the pieces. And this is really the key idea. Your child needs to understand that the two numbers have different jobs. The denominator at the bottom tells us the type of equal pieces, like thirds or quarters or eighths. The numerator at the top tells us how many of those pieces we have. There is a simple memory hook you can use if your child keeps muddling the words. Denominator is down. Denominator starts with D and it sits down at the bottom. That can help them find it, but we also want them to understand what it means. So you need to keep coming back to what kind of equal parts do we have? For 3/4, we have quarters. Then ask, how many of those parts do we have? We have 3, and that's the numerator. Now let's try that quickly with one more fraction. So with 5/6, we ask, what is the denominator? It's 6. What does it tell us? It tells us the whole has been split into 6 equal parts. So the parts are sixths. Now ask, what is the numerator? It's 5. What does it tell us? It tells us that we have 5 of those sixths. If your child has low confidence, dyscalculia, ADHD, anxiety, or working memory difficulties, keep the wording very consistent. Use the same words each time. Bottom number, denominator. Top number, numerator. Bottom names the pieces. Top counts the pieces. The aim is that they can look at a fraction and say, the bottom number tells me what kind of equal parts there are, and the top number tells me how many we have. That foundation really matters because it helps with so much later fraction work like adding fractions, comparing fractions, finding fractions of amounts, improper fractions, and mixed numbers. The key message here is that the denominator is the bottom number, and it tells us what kind of equal parts the whole has been split into. Don't forget, denominator down. The numerator is the top number, and it tells us how many of those parts we have. In this video, we've looked at how to identify the numerator and the denominator. Thanks for watching. If this helped, please like the video and subscribe to This Child Can for more calm, practical explanations for parents, tutors and teachers. And if you found a phrase, a picture or a little trick that helps children remember the numerator and the denominator, please share it in the comments.